What if everything you thought you knew about the biggest names in hip-hop was only the surface? Jaguar Wright claims she has seen the dark side of the industry. Secret parties, hidden tapes, and a world where speaking the truth could cost you your life. She says the people we idolize, the ones who built empires, are hiding secrets that could destroy everything. And now for the first time she's daring to tell it all, even if it means putting herself in danger. Watch closely, because what comes next might change how you see music forever. A major documentary about Diddy, also known as P. Diddy, Puff Daddy and PD, is on the way, and the buzz around it is intense. People online have been debating whether he's truly guilty of the things being said about him. Jaguar Wright says she's been calling out these issues long before anyone else dared to speak. She even claims there are disturbing things involved, from weapons to old coded videotapes, the kind of stuff she says she would only go near wearing a hazmat suit. For her, this isn't internet drama. It's personal. It's painful. And she insists she has known the truth for years. During one shocking interview, Jaguar suddenly shifted her focus and made strong accusations toward Jay-Z and Beyoncé as well. At the time, they weren't there to answer for themselves. But now she says they finally have responded, and not in a friendly way. Jaguar doesn't mince words. "I would never take a picture with the devil," she says. Everyone has known who he is for 30 years, protected, covered up. Jaguar Wright says that every time she opens her mouth, she knows she might be putting her life on the line. The fear is always there, a shadow following her everywhere she goes. But she refuses to let it silence her. She believes that somewhere out there, people are listening. People who believe her. People who are tired of the lies. And it's those supporters, those voices cheering her on, that give her the courage to keep fighting even when the danger feels too close. The music industry is holding its breath right now. Whispers and secrets are leaking into the streets. Recordings, late-night calls, stories once buried suddenly bubbling to the surface. And at the center of so many of these stories is one name, Diddy. For years, he has been seen as a king of hip-hop, a powerful figure who could make or break careers with one decision. But Jaguar claims there's a darker side, a hidden world built on fear, control, and silence. She has painted a picture of an industry where truth is punished, and loyalty often comes with a price. Jaguar has become the voice screaming from the sidelines, refusing to be hushed. She says the public needs to know what is really going on behind the shiny red carpets and award show smiles. She insists that the people in power only stay powerful because everyone else is too frightened to speak about what they've seen. And then there's 50 Cent, watching from a distance, holding his own receipts. He isn't making jokes this time. Instead, he's warning people, reminding everyone that history has a way of repeating itself. He recently said, "They'll call you crazy right before they admit you were right." That sentence hit the industry like a warning bell, because that's exactly what many believe is happening to Jaguar. She's being labeled unstable, dramatic, and delusional. Not because she's lying, but because the truth she claims to hold could destroy reputations, careers, and legacies. Every new claim, every live stream, every name she drops, adds more smoke to a fire that feels like it could explode at any moment. Jaguar says she's speaking for everyone who was silenced before her. She believes if she backs down now, the people who tried to bury her will win, so she keeps going, voice shaking, but unstoppable, hoping that one day the world will finally understand why she refused to stay quiet. What started as small whispers has grown into a storm, one filled with secret deals, disloyalty, and a forceful grip on the industry. Jaguar, once admired for her bold talent, now appears like someone carrying deep trauma, someone who has seen the darkest corners of fame. Her posts online feel different now. Less like entertainment, more like a warning. "I'm tired of being afraid," she wrote, a message. That struck fans like a shockwave. This isn't the confident performer who once rocked the stage with the Roots. This is a woman who feels alone and hunted. To many, this doesn't look like someone chasing attention. It looks like someone trying to tell the truth in a world built to silence it. So the biggest question isn't whether Jaguar is scared, it's who she's scared of, and what exactly they're trying to bury. She points out that media attacks against her always seem to happen right before new allegations against Diddy surface, including a disturbing case involving a young boy and a video supposedly linking Diddy to Justin Bieber. She warns that people who tried to discredit her keep getting proven wrong. "You run your mouth today," she says, "and reality will shut you down tomorrow." In one interview, meant to be about Diddy, she was asked why she brought up Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Jaguar's answer was simple. "That's always been my focus. They are one and the same." She compares them to peanut butter and jelly, separate ingredients, but once combined, nearly impossible to pull apart. The interviewer asked again, "Will the Carters ever address any of this publicly?" Jaguar says Beyoncé is losing huge numbers of followers every day, yet remains silent, out in Paris acting like nothing is wrong. Jaguar has never been afraid to say exactly what's on her mind, even if the industry wishes she would stay quiet. She openly calls Diddy and Jay-Z criminals, insisting their history in drug dealing isn't a rumor. It's documented. She questions how many troubling situations someone has to be connected to before people finally see them clearly. She believes both men have spent years running from who they used to be. Diddy keeps changing his name. Puff Daddy, Diddy, Love, like each new title can erase his past. Jay-Z acts like he's risen above the streets entirely. Jaguar sarcastically asks, "What kind of love is brother love? Baby oil love? Explicit love?" Even famous lyrics that once felt powerful, like, "I never thought hip-hop would take it this far," now hit differently, as fans revisit the legacy of those they once admired. But the real shift happened after Jaguar's interview. Her social media transformed into a cry for help, late-night posts filled with paranoia, fear, and warnings. "They're watching me," she wrote. Every update felt like a clue. Like she was leaving a trail behind, just in case something happened. Her followers began to worry, not about the drama, but about her safety. This wasn't fame anymore. It was survival, because when a successful artist starts sounding like they're being hunted, the world has to ask, is the fear imaginary, or is someone actually chasing silence? In her interview with Piers Morgan, Jaguar said she tried to reveal as much as she could, but there will never be enough time for her to tell it all. Still, she appreciated that he asked real questions instead of trying to cut her off. She also responded to Vlad TV calling her a conspiracy theorist and claiming he never wanted her on his show. Jaguar says she has proof that he did. In fact, reach out, and she loves having the receipts to call him out publicly. She proudly supports the YouTube channel that posts many of her reveals, celebrating how it's growing from nothing to something major. She compares the channel owner to herself, hungry for truth, always digging for information. Among all the chaos, the deleted videos, flagged accounts, shifting accusations, Jaguar keeps reminding people, everyone already knew who the devil was. Everyone wanted a ticket to those exclusive, powerful, secretive parties. And now, no one wants to talk about what happened inside. She's not backing down, even if the cost terrifies her. Jaguar says there was once a time when everyone wanted an invitation to those elite Hollywood parties. If she had been invited back then, she admits, she would have gone too. But now she knows there's something darker hiding behind the music and the glamour. She describes it as a party within a party, a hidden circle of power that has controlled the industry with a fist of fear for decades, and she believes it must end. While people online mock her as a conspiracy theorist, others have come forward in her defense, calling out figures like DJ Vlad, questioning his motives, his influence, and even his connection to hip-hop culture. Some accuse him of feeding on artists' pain instead of protecting them, but the bigger issue isn't online beef, it's Jaguar's safety. Her posts have taken a terrifying turn, filled with dread, warnings and confessions she once held back. "They're watching me," she wrote. Fans panicked. Comment sections shifted from gossip to concern. Hashtags emerged begging authorities to step in, talk Save Jaguar Wright. Celebrities like 50 Cent, usually the first to joke, showed real worry, suggesting what she was saying wasn't fiction, but truth that many have tried to bury. Artists began whispering that she may have uncovered something too dangerous to expose. What once felt like drama has now become a full-blown emergency, because when someone screams for help online, and the whole world hears it, why does no one step in? In interviews, Jaguar has described the horrifying pattern she says women face in the industry, especially those caught in relationships with powerful men like Diddy. She claims abuse is common, hidden and protected by money. She recalls her own trauma, 8 weeks of pain from cracked ribs, unable to cough without feeling sick, beaten exactly the same way she says many other women were beaten. It's like they hand you a guidebook when you sign your deal, she says. How to hurt her and keep her loyal. She claims these powerful men can wake up in rage and attack without reason, and no one stops them because the industry stands behind its kings. On her birthday, during a live stream, supporters called in to check on her. One woman asked a heartbreaking question. What does a woman do when she is being abused by someone rich and untouchable? Jaguar's answer was cold and honest. The more people you tell, the more danger you're in, because everyone chooses a side, and most will protect power over victims. You must decide carefully who you trust, she warns. Make sure they aren't working for the devil. In her world, silence isn't weakness, it's survival. Jaguar says women close to powerful men like Diddy don't just face pressure, they face a trap. She points to Young Miami as an example. According to Jaguar, she is being paid around $250,000 a month to participate in disturbing behavior at private parties, surrounded by people who push her to stay because the money is too good to walk away. From get that money, they tell her, no matter what you have to do. That's how the cycle continues. To understand the risk Jaguar is taking, you have to look at the people she's called out. Mary J. Blige, The Roots. And most dangerously, Diddy, she accuses them of manipulation, image control, and silencing anyone who threatens their power. But her claim about Diddy knowing more about Biggie's death than the world has ever been told, that's what truly shook the industry. After that, insiders stopped talking. Publications skipped the story. Lawyers got involved. And Jaguar kept going. She says there are hidden networks in Hollywood, places where fame and fear live together, and where the line between fantasy and nightmare disappears. In this world, the truth isn't valuable. The truth is dangerous. Jaguar also fears evidence from her past may surface. Videos recorded long ago when she was young, unprotected, and surrounded by powerful men. She believes someone still holds those tapes, waiting for the right moment to use them against her. And she's not the only one. She claims many female artists only stay successful if they are willing to participate in whatever the industry demands, no matter how degrading. She calls out names like Young Miami, Sexy Red, Nicki Minaj, saying, the ones who were already pushed to the edge are now used as entertainment, watched, judged, and exploited. Some are praised in public and humiliated in private. Some take part willingly to stay on top, and those who fight back get punished. Jaguar sees all of this as a wicked game. People watch others suffer just to feel better about themselves. She says the industry would prefer its victims to break or disappear. After 25 years of working in Hollywood, Jaguar looks around Los Angeles and sees landmarks from both her success and her suffering. A Coca-Cola commercial she filmed while pregnant, and neighborhoods filled with crime and addiction, where dreams go to die. Her name has now become a warning, too loud to ignore, too dangerous to embrace. Some admire her bravery. Others fear the chaos she might unleash. But everyone knows one thing: she refuses to be silent. The support she once had suddenly vanished. Interviews were canceled. Public praise turned into quiet distance. People who used to celebrate her talent now acted like they had never known her at all. Everyone feared being dragged into her storm. Her name became a warning, the artist who spoke up and paid the price. But Jaguar refused to disappear. She turned to live streams, raw, emotional, and powerful. She said they might shut down her career, but they could never bury her truth. She hinted at having recordings, evidence strong enough to shake the foundations of the industry. If those tapes are real, and if even one of them is released, it could change how the world sees fame, power, and the people running the show. She now stands between two dangerous enemies: a world that thinks she's lying, and a world terrified she might be telling the truth. The cost of telling the truth is being alone. And for Jaguar Wright, that cost keeps getting higher. She once said, "LA is a graveyard. Some ghosts are still walking around," and she would know. Her birthday this year looked nothing like her last. Last year, she woke up on a concrete floor, lying on a thin yoga mat, locked away. This year, she woke up in a suite overlooking the ocean. People may not understand her, but she insists I don't lie. On one of her live streams, she reminded fans that she warned them, and no one believed her. She laughed, she cried, she dreamed out loud. A martini and a black dress. That's what's next. And a world where art doesn't require cruelty. Then she turned her focus toward someone unexpected. Ryan Leslie. She questioned why he hasn't said a single word, even though he loved Cassie before Diddy stepped in. Did he step aside on his own? Or did someone pay him to disappear? Her accusations grew sharper. She even suggested that if money exchanged hands, it could be considered trafficking. Her words hit like a shockwave. The industry reacted, but not the way you'd expect. A few artists, like Talib Kweli, defended her and shared her messages. But most stayed silent, posting vague statements about mental health while pretending they couldn't hear Jaguar calling. Their silence feels rehearsed, a script written by fear. And then there's 50 Cent. Watching everything unfold with that familiar smirk, he's seen this pattern before. He warned, "They'll call you crazy," right before they admit you were right. His words felt eerily true. The same stars who built careers preaching honesty and authenticity suddenly disappear when honesty becomes dangerous. When being real threatens the powerful, loyalty becomes optional, and truth becomes a liability.